Welcome to Transforming Futures, empowering Caribbean graduates through reflective practices. In this documentary, we will explore the pressing issues of graduates' readiness to contribute to society and how reflective practices can be a catalyst for change. So stay tuned.
Belize is a small society. We have limited talent. And so we have to use what we best have. And in some instances we can't get the very best, but we put a good team. And that's what we do.
Caribbean leaders have voiced concerns about graduates leaving tertiary education lacking the skills and mindset necessary to become contributing and productive members of society. Today, we will be discussing how reflective practices can be used to prepare future UWI graduates to be ready for the challenges of entering the workforce.
The importance of reflective practice. As reflective practitioners, we would like to encourage each student to get started with reflective practices. I am sure everyone is puzzled by this statement, but let us define reflective practice for you. Reflective practice is learning through and from experience towards gaining new insights of self-practice. Finley, 2008. Reflective practice encourages engagement. It encourages you to develop an understanding of different perspectives and viewpoints. There are different ways of reflecting, but overall, it's the same ongoing process. Listening, observing, and thinking deeply. Reflective practice equips students with skills and competencies needed to thrive in today's society. By engaging in reflection, students develop critical thinking, problem solving, and self-awareness. Essential qualities for success in any field. Today, we choose to encourage you to use Gibbs' reflective cycle as part of your reflective practice, for this model describes different learning styles. It acknowledges that as unique individuals, people prefer to learn in different ways. Gibbs' reflective cycle encompasses 6 easy steps to follow.
The Gibbs reflective cycle, developed by the psychologist Graham Gibbs, emerged in the late 1980s as a structured framework for reflective practice. Originally introduced in his book Learning by Doing, published in 1988, the model has since become widely adopted in various fields, including education, healthcare, and professional development. Gibbs designed the model to guide individuals through a systematic process of reflection, enabling them to analyze their experiences, extract valuable insights, and apply their learning to future situations. Through its 6 stages, the Gibbs reflective cycle has proven to be a versatile and effective tool for promoting self-awareness, critical thinking, and continuous improvement. His reflective cycle offers a structured approach for reflection, distinguishing itself by emphasizing emotion alongside analytical thought, which may not be as pronounced in other models. The Gibbs reflective cycle was chosen for its holistic approach to reflection, encompassing both emotional and analytical dimensions. Its structured framework provides a systematic process for students to critically analyze their experiences and translate insights into actionable steps for personal and professional growth.
In 1988, Graham Gibbs presented the Gibbs reflective model as a structured framework for individuals to effectively learn from their experiences. This model encompasses 6 key stages, each providing a comprehensive approach to reflection and learning. 1. Description of the experience. This is your time to go into further detail about the circumstances. The important things to mention here are about what transpired. Detail the circumstances, including what happened, when and where it occurred, who was present, actions taken, and the outcome. 2. Feelings and thoughts about the experience. This is where you can examine any emotions or ideas you had throughout the experience and how they might have affected it. 3. Evaluation of the experience, both good and bad. This is your opportunity to assess what did and did not work in the circumstance. Strive to be as truthful and impartial as you can, even if the situation is more of one or the other. Concentrate on both the positive and negative sides of it to get the most out of your reflection. 4. Analysis to make sense of the situation. The analysis step is where you have a chance to make sense of what happened. Up until now, you have focused on details around what happened in the situation. Now you have a chance to extract meaning from it. You want to target the different aspects that went well or poorly and ask yourself why. If you are looking to include academic literature, this is a natural place to include it. 5. Conclusion about what you learned and what you could have done differently. You can draw inferences about what transpired in this part. This is where you summarize what you've learned and point out how altering your behavior could lead to better results down the road. It ought to follow naturally from earlier portions. Number 6. Action plan for how you would deal with similar situations in the future, or general changes you might find appropriate. At this point, you make plans for what you would do differently if you encountered a comparable or related circumstance later. Additionally, it might be quite beneficial to consider how you will support yourself in acting differently, so that you plan not only what you will do differently, but also how you will ensure that it happens. Reminders may be useful at times, but sometimes realizing something is sufficient on its own.
In the realm of education, the Gibbs Reflective Model offers a structured pathway for students to navigate and derive meaning from their experiences. Here are its benefits. 1. A structured process. With clear steps, the Gibbs model aids students in comprehensively understanding and learning from their experiences. 2. Encourages deep thinking. By promoting students to delve into their emotions and insights, it fosters a deeper, more meaningful learning process. 3. Self-discovery. Through reflection, students gain insights into their strengths and areas for growth, enhancing self-awareness. 4. Continuous improvement. It empowers students to identify areas for development and devise actionable plans for growth. 5. Life skills acquisition. Reflective practice cultivates critical thinking, problem solving, and resilience, skills invaluable not only in academia but also in real life situations. Yet, despite its advantages, the Gibbs Reflective Model also presents challenges. 1. Time constraints. Students may struggle to find adequate time for reflection amidst academic and personal commitments. 2. Lack of interest. Some students may not see the value in reflective practice, hindering their engagement with the process. 3. Need for guidance. Without proper guidance from educators, students may struggle to effectively utilize the Gibbs model or grasp its significance. 4. Subjectivity. The inherent bias in self-reflection may cloud students' perceptions, potentially skewing their interpretation of experiences. 5. Application difficulty. Translating insights gained from reflection into practical actions across different contexts or subjects can pose a challenge for students.
Critique of effectiveness and relevance. The Gibbs reflective cycle remains highly relevant in today's society. offering a structured approach to navigate the complexities of modern life. Its emphasis on self-reflection aligns with the increasing demand for emotional intelligence and adaptability in diverse professional settings. However, its linear nature may oversimplify the multifaceted nature of real-world experiences, potentially limiting its effectiveness in addressing complex, interconnected issues.
What if we apply the Gibbs reflective model to a real-life scenario? Let's take a look. As a student at the University of the West Indies, you participate in a cross-cultural exchange program where students from various Caribbean nations come together for a collaborative project. The goal is to create a multimedia presentation highlighting the cultural diversity, shared heritage of the Caribbean region. You're assigned to a diverse team consisting of students from Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and other Caribbean nations. Initially, you feel excited about the opportunity to collaborate with students from different cultural backgrounds. However, as the project progresses, you encounter challenges in understanding and communicating effectively with your team members. Cultural differences in communication styles, norms, and expectations lead to misunderstandings and tensions within the group. Reflecting on the project objectively, you recognize that while there were moments of success, such as brainstorming creative ideas and sharing personal stories, there were also instances where communication breaks down hindered progress. Language barriers, differing communication preference, and conflicting viewpoints created obstacles that impacted the team's cohesion and productivity. Diving deeper into the experience, you analyze the factors contributing to the communication challenges. Cultural differences in communication styles, such as directness versus indirectness, hierarchical versus egalitarian relationships, and high context versus low context communication, emerge as key factors influencing interactions within the team. Additionally, individual beliefs, values, and assumptions about teamwork and leadership play a role in shaping communication dynamics. Reflecting on what you've learned from the experience, you realize the importance of cultural competence and effective communication skills in diverse environments. You gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of cross-cultural communication and recognize the need to develop strategies for bridging cultural gaps and fostering collaboration. Based on your reflection, you develop an action plan to enhance your cross-cultural communication skills. This includes actively listening to diverse perspectives, seeking clarification when needed, adapting your communication style to accommodate different cultural norms, and cultivating empathy and respect for cultural differences. You also propose organizing cultural sensitivity workshops and team building activities to promote mutual understanding and teamwork among UWI students. As you conclude your reflection, you recognize the value of the Gibbs reflective cycle in guiding your learning and personal development. By applying its principles to real-life scenarios like the cross-cultural exchange program at UWI, you can navigate challenges, gain insight, and take proactive steps towards becoming a more effective communicator and global citizen. As we conclude, remember that reflective practice is not just a tool for personal growth, but also a valuable skill for success in today's society. Embrace it as a lifelong habit, allowing it to guide you on your journey to becoming effective and successful university graduates. By harnessing the power of reflection, you empower yourself to navigate the complexities of academia and beyond with clarity, resilience, and purpose.